Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Random Tank. It's been a while, but it's getting closer to football season. I mean by that, about 4 more months. But the NFL schedule has just been released, so we are going to go through and rank, or predict, I should say, the NFL schedule this year. This is my ranking last year. I was 10 for 32, which is a 31%. I did better on my weekly predictions. If you guys, I'm going to be doing that again. Every week I do a little prediction of who I think is going to win the games. Sometimes I do good, sometimes I do bad, but last year I got a lot of views and all from it. Thank you guys for that. Those are always fun to make. But yes, you will go over and you can see what I did wrong and how stupid I was with some stuff. I had the Dolphins. Niners, of course. Niners, I think, was the one that I can't be too hard on myself because of injuries. Everything else, and of course the Cowboys, that was good to see them go down. And then I'm just too generous, I feel like, giving these teams some stuff. But this was my rankings. But now we're going to go forward and rank this year's schedule and see who I have as the top dog. And, well, maybe you guys are just here. Let's go. All right, I got it all in order. First, we're going to start off with the AFC North. I think it's the North. It should be the North. I have the Ravens. I have the Ravens getting 10 to 11 wins. They got Ravens got a bit of a hard schedule, but I can see him still doing Ravens things since Lamar is great in the regular season, just can't get it done in the postseason. But I have them going in their normal area, 10 to 11 wins. I'll give them 10. Next, I got the Bengals. Again with the Bengals, I'm gonna give them another 9 to 10 range if Burrow gets a little better. They have a favorable more schedule than the Ravens. I can even see them get more wins than the Ravens if they're all playing well. They got Chase signed. I think Higgins is going to be signed there. Yeah, Higgins is signed there. Joey Burrs is signed there. So their offense is good. We'll see what happens if they get Hendrickson signed over there. We'll see what happens. But I like the Bengals doing a lot better than they did last year. And maybe getting back in that playoffs. But we'll see. Next, we have the Browns. Again, about middle of a difficulty for a schedule. I don't really got the Browns doing nothing crazy. I say 5 to 6. I'll give them 5. Depending on who starts QBs, I know they got Sanders. They got a few good not good QB. They got a few QBs over there with Pickett, with Sanders. We'll have to see who starts, what happens, who plays, and who takes control of this team. Because of that, I think they start off a bit sloppy and they flip-flop and they see what happens. So I think 3 to 5, 5 to 6 is just about the right range for that. And last but not least, Steelers, I have doing what they always do, just getting right there in the middle with Tomlin. Maybe I have them going maybe 7 and 8 this year, but you know how it is. They always get over the 500 range, so they'll probably get around 8 to 9 wins. So I have this. This is the first one. Next, we move on to the AFC East. Dolphins don't got too much of a bad schedule. Of course, seeing what Tua does, what happens over there, the drama with Tyreek Hill, I'll give them 8 wins, seeing what happens. They can get more, but I really don't know. I'm a little early, I feel like, on schedule rankings, but this is just what I think. I know with everything that's going on and what's happening, who knows injury-wise or who's going to start. So that's why it's like early. I remember last year I did the predictions, and J.J. McCarthy or whatever got injured. Like right after, or like there's injuries that happen all the time in camp, and I make these videos before the injuries or even before the camp, so who knows what happens, who knows who's starting. This is just what's happening right now in May, so a lot of things could change. Bills, I got Bills doing the Bills things, 11 to 12 wins. It may even get 12. I'll keep it safe, give them 11. Last year they where did they go? Last year they had 13 wins. I might give them 12 plus. I mean, we all know how they is. Josh Allen came off an MVP year. I think he still captures and just he's got to get over the hump. He's got to get something going. I think he's pissed. I think he comes out. I think he does a lot of things that he hasn't done, and he gets what he needs to get done. I'm not saying Super Bowl wise. There's always just something missing. I think Josh Allen has it. I think his team's ready to go. He is ready to go to the Super Bowl. He's paid his dues and everything. He's just got to beat Mahomes. So I think they still get 12 wins. Patriots. I'll give them 6 to 7, and I'm saying this because I think they're going to be a little bit better this year. I gotta see what they look with their new offense and what the hell's his name? Mayo. I don't think the Patriots have a bad team. I just can't see them getting 9 wins. I can see them getting 8 wins, but I can't see them getting 9. If they get 9, kudos to those. That would be nice, but I'm gonna give them 6 to 8, and we'll see what happens this year. That would be a team to watch. We'll see. There's a lot of pressure going on that because they're known for winning, and you know they've been a little sloppy this year. But I mean they had their fun, so screw the Patriots. Jets, yeah, I don't really know what the Jets gonna do. 5 to 6 range. I mean Justin Fields is over there in the Jets. I say he starts off, he plays well. I want to see how it is over there because of their well, Mike Tomlin's a much better coach. Yeah, I mean Aaron Glenn's over there in the Jets. I mean, I can still see him doing good. I just don't know yet. I'm not sleeping on Fields. I know Fields is nice. He can get wins. They're versing the Steelers week 1. I think the Jets get the win over the Steelers. Kind of Justin Fields shows them like I was him. You should have never let me go. Why'd you let me go? You should have always started me. That's definitely one of those games. But yeah, I mean I don't know. 6 wins, 6 to 7 wins max. Nothing more, nothing less. All right, now we move on to the AFC South. We have Texans. The Texans getting like I'll say 10 wins. Texans play nice. Last year was the year. Usually your second year, you're a bit like sloppy. That the NFL knows you a bit more. Now CJ Stroud knows the NFL. He's getting into a pro year. Now he's becoming a pro in the NFL. He's getting over the rookie nonsense. He's becoming a pro. I think he still stays in that category. He could have a breakout year. He could do good. When Tank Dell comes back, I think they get a lot more wins. I think they're poised for a good run now in the playoffs. They can get going. Maybe another year. Give them another year. Maybe bring them in a weapon. See what their defense does. The Texans are going to be nice. I like the Texans. I can see the Texans being real filthy in a few years. So I'll have them at 10, but I would not. I can even have them at 11. Not 12 plus yet, but they are getting there. They're getting there. Colts. I have 7 to 8 range. Same old good old Colts. Anthony Richardson. I just don't know if Richardson can stay healthy. Taylor can stay healthy. I think Steichen. Is Steichen still the coach over there? Or am I tripping? It has to be Shane Steichen. I must have an accent. Colts coach. Does it sound weird to you guys? Yeah, it's still Shane Steichen. I mean, yeah, 7 to 8. I just, who knows what's gonna happen over there. I mean, if they play well, they could play well. I like that. Jags, again, it's the same thing. I'll give the Jags, to be generous, I'll give them 6 wins. It's just, I mean, Trevor Lawrence got to see what he does over there. I don't think Dougie Peasy in the coach no more. Yeah, Liam Cohen. Yeah, I better say Liam Cohen or Cohen. I don't know how to say his name, but he's the head coach over there. So a new coach, new year. We got to see what happens over there. I'll give him 6. I'll be generous and give him 6. And then Titans. I'll give the Titans 7 wins because of their schedule. But that's the thing. They just got Cam Ward. That's what it is. So they just got Cam. I got to see what happens over there. I think Cam can get them a few wins. Who knows if he even starts. I'll be generous to say he gets a nice little amount of wins there. Maybe a little handful of wins, but at most 5, 6. And then I'll be generous and give them 7 because of their schedule. So there goes the AFC South, wrapping that up. And then last but not least, AFC West. We have the Broncos. The Broncos getting about 9 to 10 wins. The thing is, though, again, your second year, you come in. Bo Nix now is known in the NFL. You might have a little bit of a downgrade year, which you see a lot. I mean, last year, CJ Stroud still did good. He still had a great record. He still had a great run. But I would say he had a down year. And I say he had a down year for the simple fact that he just didn't perform like he did his rookie year. But he still played well. He still played great. I think Bo Nix just does the same thing. 9 to 10 range. Chiefs 11 to 12. I mean, it's the Chiefs. I'm not even banking on it no more. I want to. Every year I said the Chiefs were gonna do bad. They done good. So maybe if I say they do good, they'll do bad. We'll see. We'll just leave it there. There's nothing to talk about the Chiefs. You know, it's the Chiefs. They lost the Super Bowl. They get to the Super Bowl. They win this and that. Blah blah. Let's see what happens this year if the refs stop kissing their ass. Raiders. I got about. I gave them generous. I gave them 6 wins. I'll keep it that way because I think they picked up a QB, if I'm correct. Yeah, Geno Smith, Cam Miller. That's right, I guess, right? I'll give them 6. See what happens there. I think they got a nice little schedule also. Not really. I don't know. Maybe 5. Maybe 6. I'm gonna go with 6 because I think they can get some wins. Yeah, okay, that's right. That's why I gave them 6 wins because Ashton, he got drafted by them, so that's a little about. That'll be fun to watch. Nice little running back, tight end. That'd be cool to see. And then I get the Chargers 10. I mean, you got Harbaugh over there. Jay Herbo comes back. He looks a bit better. We'll see what happens over there. I mean, that team can still be nice. I mean, they don't have bad defense. If they all come together and play nice, this could be a nice team. So I say, of course, keep them in that 10 range. All right, next, Bears. Bears have the hardest schedule. No, they don't. They have one of the hardest schedule. I give them 4 wins. Caleb Williams, hopefully he can look a bit better. If he plays good and loses, that's fine. You know, that's what you want to see. You just want to see him play good. So I'll give them 4 wins, though. Lions, they have a hard schedule. I'm actually going to give them 9 wins. They do have a bit of a hard schedule. I think they go down just a little bit because I can see Jared Goff underperforming in some games. So I'll give them 9 there for the Lions. Packers, again, 8 to 9 range. I'll give them 9 because they'll probably be neck and neck. They seem to turn it on later in the year when it's Toyota season for Jordan Love. But I think that would be a nice little race. I think it'll be a lot closer than people think. And then the Vikings, I want to see J.J. McCarthy come. I'm going to give him 8 wins. I want to see if J.J. McCarthy gets that step and see how he does. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I'm ready to see that. It's the NFC North, by the way, but I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see J.J. McCarthy finally play because I think the Vikings are a really good team. Vikings are nice. And this is who their QB is going to be going forward. So this is who they want. So let's see. Next, we have Washington. I think Washington still plays well. They get maybe like 10 wins. Again, I'm going to say 10 wins, but again, it's like I said about Bo Nix. Jaden Daniels is the best, I think, rookie QB we have seen in such a good time. I mean, we had CJ Stroud, the other year. Bo Nix still played well, but Jaden McDaniels was insanely good, and I still think he plays great. I want to see how he looks this year with, his second year in the NFL while you were just a rookie last year. Everyone had a whole year to see how you are, like I was saying. I want to see how he plays this year. This is going to be fun to see. I want to see him improve. I'm an Eagles fan, so seeing I'm not rooting for a Washington team, of course, but I do want to see how Daniels plays because I can see good matchups, good rivalries. It's always good to have good games. It's always fun to have that. So, I mean, he's good. He's good, and it's gonna be nice for a few years for Washington. But go Birds. Next, we got my Birds. They got a bit of a hard schedule, but these Super Bowl champs, I think we can find our way. I want to see how our offense is pretty much the same. Our defense lost some pieces. I want to see how our defense looks. I think we get 12 plus wins. I mean, we're still the same team. Of course we lost our offensive coordinator. That's another thing. We got to see how our offensive coordinator is and what happens there. That's always a little tricky, but I think Hurts now knows play calls. He's a pro. He's more than a pro now. He knows what he's doing. He called a lot of calls this year. I'm all in on Hurts being able to make calls, make adjustments, and win us games. And because of that, I think this is nice to have at 12 plus. This is gonna be fun to see. Giants. I'll be happy if Giants wins 3 games for a prediction. But I don't think Giants. I don't think Giants might scratch 2. Giants have the hardest schedule, and God's sake, I mean they did get Dart. So I God for someone pray for him, man. I hope he does good because they do not have an easy schedule. This might be the only team at 0-2. I mean, it's gonna be a hard schedule. Cowgirls are now with, of course, what's his name coming back? Dak Prescott set the comeback. They got a nice little offense going. I'll give them 9 to 10 wins. Washington and Cowboys will be neck and neck. I feel like this will be Cowboys should come back. Last year I had them up high, but of course Dak got hurt. So if everyone stays healthy, Cowboys can be dangerous. Their defense is what really shocked me. Their defense is as shit as they are. They might even be lower and get 8 wins, but I think the offense could give them some manpower. So there we go. All right, we're finishing up here. We're going to the NFC South, I believe this is. I have Bucks getting about 10 wins. Just same old, good old Bucks. I mean, we'll see what Baker does over there. Baker played a great year last year. The defense has always been nice. They should be getting their key guys back. Mike Evans is getting a little old, but he still has those 1,000 yards in him. So, and he got a little injured. If they stay healthy, they can get a lot more wins than they think. But I have them at 10 wins. Saints, I got at 6, about 6 wins. They got an easy schedule, so I'm being generous and giving them 6 wins. So we'll see what the Saints do. Panthers, I think play a really good year. I think Panthers have a good year. I'm going to give them 8 wins. I think the Panthers come together. Bryce Young starts to improve. I think they don't get in the playoffs, but they get right there. That's my prediction. I think the Panthers just look a lot better, and that's what you want this year. You just want to see improvement. I think that's what the Panthers do. And the Falcons, I got about 7 wins for the Falcons. Again, a little more improvement from them last year. They play their rookie a lot more, and they just continue to keep going. So that's my prediction for that. And then finally, NFC West. The Rams get about 10 wins over there. I mean, Matt Stafford. Puka Nacua is going to be the one in charge now. Cup left, so that might be a little affected over there, but we'll see what happens with Puka as number 1. He's going to be a leader over there. We'll see what happens on that defensive front. I mean, the Rams could still be good, and they still are dangerous when they get going. So I still think other than injuries, I think they can get about 9 to 10 wins. Cardinals, I got 9. For some reason, the Cardinals always start off hot, and then they sink. So I have the Cardinals doing what the Cardinals do, starting hot and then sinking down. But again, about 9 wins. Seahawks, I have about getting 10 wins. Seahawks is doing what the Seahawks do. I know they lost, what's his name? They did lose DK, so they might not get 10, maybe 8. I'll give them 8. I'll have them lose a few because they don't have that firepower, but 6 to 8 range for the Seahawks. And then Niners, they're all healthy. I think they can get about 9 to 10 wins. So that should be 9 to 10 wins with Purdy coming back. I know they lost Debo, and I'm pretty sure Ayuk is still over there. They got Kittle over there. They got Ricky Pershaw, who's playing a little better. So you got to see what happens and what this team comes out to looks like and be. So I think this will be great. I think this is probably the best I have felt on predictions in a long time, and confidence-wise. Maybe it's because I made the rankings a bit different. This and that. Of course, you got your top dogs. The Ravens can get up here. The Lions can get up here. Where did I put? Yeah, but this is the top dogs. This is the teams that are always there. Surface. These are Super Bowl. These are all Super Bowl teams right here. Teams that are improving, getting better, or just got an easy schedule. Teams that are just they're just not there yet. They need a little more to them, and just hell right here. I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah, this is my NFL predictions. Right now, at least, my week 1 prediction of who I think is going to win the games for week 1 and just so on. And I wish football was here sooner. We got a whole summer, but enjoy your summer. We'll see what happens. I wish your team the best in camp, meaning no injuries. Let's have a good year, and let's all stay healthy. Let's stay safe. If you like to give a like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. See ya. Love ya. Bye.